Hey guys, I'm Royziv, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down this solo. Alright, so let me walk you through the solo you just heard. So first of all, we're in the key of C minor. I'm going to be using mostly the pentatonic scale, as well as the blues scale, which is just the pentatonic with that extra note. Okay, so the solo starts with a few notes of the pentatonic scale. And you're going to hear a lot of these half-step slides that I'm playing. At the beginning. And all that does is it gives it a smoother, jazzier feel. And that's what phrasing is really all about. Instead of playing the melody like this, which is very boring, very kind of straight on, you add those little slides and just add so much more emotion to it. I use these little slides all the time. If you want to practice those, you can just kind of practice going up the pentatonic scale, but do a half-step slide into each note. Like that. You don't want to overdo it, but if you do it at the right spot, it sounds really nice. So that's what I'm doing here at the beginning. So this next part right here, I'm trying to land on the same note that the piano is playing in the track. That chord right there, which is an F minor chord, and that note is a flat third in the F minor. So I'm trying to hit that note, and all I'm going to do is just do a quick walk down. Chromatic walk down on the B string. Okay, then there's a hit that I want to accent in the track. That. Okay, so I'm on this note. Instead of waiting to hit that accent, what I'm going to do is just a quick burst of notes going down and then hit that accent. So you get this quick burst of notes and then that one extra note, and just kind of sets it up real nice. So and all I'm doing there is playing a hammer-on pull-off on the B string, and then picking the next two strings. Alternate picking. Then I'm going to play this cliche blues lick. All I'm doing there is I'm going to hammer on and pull off all the way to the D string, and then play that G. Then I'm going to play a few more notes, and then play that lick again. And then I'm going to slide into the second position of the C minor pentatonic scale, which is this. So we're in the first position. Now we use that little lick to transition into the second position. So that sounds like this. Okay? And when I get here, I'm going to play a very similar phrase to the blues lick I just played there. I'm going to do it here. Just that hammer-on pull-off thing. All these notes are from the pentatonic, but this extra note I'm adding is not. And the reason I can hit it is because I'm just using it as a passing tone. I'm not landing on it. So you can use any note you want that's not in the scale you're playing or in the key you're playing, as long as you just use it as a passing tone and you don't actually hold on to it for too long. Then I'll play this little slide melody that sets up the next section of the solo. Okay? Slide up, and also slide backwards. Get this cool sound. And then we move to the next section of the solo. So let's play all that from the beginning. So everything up until this point builds up to the main melody in the solo, which is what I'm about to play right now, and it's stacked with a bunch of harmonies just to make it really stand out. Okay. So all these notes that I'm playing here all come from the C minor scale. Okay? Or you can think of it as the C Aeolian mode. And this pattern that I'm playing here, I'm just taking that from a very basic neoclassical sequence that you've probably heard many times before. Ah. I'm just embellishing it a little bit with some slides, and you get. By the way, if you want to learn some of my favorite sequences, check out my Guitar Speed Builder course, which has 13 very unique sequences in both pentatonic and the 3-note per string modes that I use all the time and sound really cool at higher speeds. You can check that out at guitarspeedbuilder.com. So there's a lot of slides here, but especially at the end here, what I'm playing is I'm playing that cliche blues lick we talked about earlier. But instead of doing a hammer-on pull-off here, I can't do that because my first finger is on the 13th fret, so I need to slide my finger back. So you get that. So it's pretty much exactly the same notes, but because there's no pull-off and you get this, and you have the slide, you get a bit of a different sound, which sounds really cool. And then you end that with a bend, and then you go to the next section. So let me show you what that sounds like. That bend, after I hit this note, I hammer on and bend right into it. Okay? I don't actually pick it and then bend. And then we have another hit, just like we had earlier, that I need to accent. This time, instead of just hitting it, what is that? That's the 20th fret. I'm going to play a sweep lick into that note. And it's really not that difficult. All I'm playing here is a C minor triad across the 17th, 16th, and 15th fret of the last 3 strings. And I'm going to start by hammering onto the 17th fret of the G string from the 15th. So it's 15, hammer onto 17 with a downstroke. Then I'm going to let my pick fall into the next string, and I'm going to sweep the next 2 strings all with a down pick. And then with an upstroke, I'm going to accent that note. So that's down, hammer, down, down, up. Here it is slower. Here it is somewhere else. Here's what it sounds like in the track. To end off the solo, once again I'm going to play that cliche blues lick, this time on the last string. Then I'm going to do a double stop hammer-on phrase. And all I'm doing there is I'm going to bar my finger across the last 2 strings on the 11th fret. And on the B string, I'm going to hammer on to 13. So I'm going to pick both strings, hammer on to 13. And then I'm going to play that little phrase, the hammer-on pull-off phrase, after I do that hammer-on. I'm going to use that to transition back into the first position. Then once again, I'm going to play that blues lick, this time in the original position. And that's it. And with these 2 notes. So let me play the entire thing slow for you. Melody. Sweep. Double stop. And that's it. Let's play one more time with the track.